That was quick. Good day, humans. Poetic Dustbin here, back in the arena for another set of gameplays, and yes, I'm back. Been out for a while, hibernating, doing work, and those kind of stuff. I don't want to bore you with the reasons why I'm out, but I'm back. And I've missed a lot of expansions, and now I'm doing Mono Black. There's a lot of good cards there in Mono Black, and I've seen decks that have actually lambasted most of my old decks, so I'm here. Up and running with a new Mono Black deck. I've called this deck TinyBones, a little bit of discards, more of attacks, and yeah, I've always been there to piss off my opponent. So, like I always do, I subdivide my deck into columns so I could actually easily explain it to you. So let's get on with this and stop boring you with all this nonsense. Right, we have for our first column, we have the sets of creatures that I have. Really weird choice of creatures, but this hasn't been effective for a while. We got 4 copies of Forsaken Miner. It cannot block, but whenever you commit a crime, you know what a crime is? When you do something against your opponent or anything they control, you can actually activate the ability. You pay 1 and you can return the Forsaken Miner from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is one heck of a creature. 1 casting cost for 2/2 with that ability. Awesome. And we got TinyBones. Yeah, the boner guy. TinyBones, a Pickpocket. It's a legendary creature. Skeleton Rogue is gonna work well with our TinyBones joins up. Something like that. So yeah, it's just one heck of a creature too. If it deals damage to a player, you may cast target non-land permanent card from that player's graveyard. And the mana that you have, you can spend it to cast that spell. Awesome, right? 4 copies of this. Good guy. And of course, the old reliable Tenacious freaking Underdog. You got the Blitz ability that when you pay 4, you can cast it from your graveyard. You pay 2 life, you know. Yeah, then, you know. When you cast the Blitz feature of this guy, you can draw a card after that. But you have to, like, bury it or sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. 2 copies of this. 2 copies of the Raven Man. Why? I don't know. Because we discard cards from the opponent. So at the beginning of each end step, if a player discarded a card this turn, that includes you, of course, create a 1/1 Blackbird creature token with flying, but this creature can't block. Who cares, right? You can also make your opponent discards by paying 4, which is, you know, I rarely use it unless I have a lot of mana or a swamp. 2 copies of those. 2 copies of Vadmir New Blood, a vampire rogue. Whenever you commit a crime, you know what I told you already, you know, yeah, the ability they have here is only triggers once. As long as Vladimir has 4 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Menace and Lifelink. Yeah, good to have. It's also a legendary creature that triggers a TinyBones joins up. We got another legendary creature, Vraan, Executioner of Thane. This is one's a good one. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control die, yep, they die easily, of course. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This ability triggers only once each turn. This is also a good one because yeah, it quickens the amount of time where you can kill your enemy, of course. And of course, 1 copy of Ayara, the Weir of the Realm. You can sacrifice another creature artifact. It deals X damage to target opponent of battle where X is sacrifice permanent's mana value. Instead of getting the creature killed, you can just sacrifice it, right? Yeah, awesome. And we got, of course, 2 copies of Gix, the Yawgmoth Praetor. I was, you know, thinking of putting 3 and removing Ayara, but Ayara is, I don't know, I just want to try out this one. Yeah, we have, whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life. Me, they draw a card. This is a very, very effective card drawer. And, you know, never mind the other, I know, really is expensive, but it's really worth it. Discard X card, exile the top X cards of target's opponent library. You may play lands and cast spell among those cards this way without paying the mana cost. Awesome, right? Free stuff! And of course, we have Sheoldred the Apocalypse. You know this creature. You draw, you gain 2 life. The opponents draw, they lose 2 life. Awesome. 4/5, another legendary creature. And of course, mono black. Never. I always put 1 or 2 of this guy. This is really awesome. For to cast the Phyrexian Obliterator. Whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, the sources control sacrifice that many permanents. So they don't block this unless they have like a bigger creature. Alright, we're done with the creatures. We have our spells. We have 4 copies of Corruptive Conviction. It's really good when you're really up, don't have any cards in hand. Just sacrifice a creature and you got 2 cards. Especially when you sacrifice a Forsaken Miner, you get to return it. And of course, I love this card. I've seen it. Of course, it's also a pretty good card drawer. Or you can actually search for card for anything that you want. Put it on top of your library. The most ability that I use here is the target player draws 3 cards and loses 3 lives. Sometimes I use an enemy and it's down to 2 or 1. No. And of course, 4 copies of TinyBones joins up. TinyBones joins up. It's a bit like Bones join up. Like that, right? Okay. When it enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. There you go. You discard a card. And when a legendary creature enters the battlefield under control, any number of target players each mill a card and lose 1 life. Good card. We got 3 copies of Go for the Throat just for emergency. 2 copies of Liliana. Effective one. Discard. And of course the Boomstick. To separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. The player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. Of course, we have nothing special here. We got like 22 copies of Swamp. That's all. And I think that's it. I'll explain it. Let's get it on with a freaking fucked up game. Oh, humans. Yeah. Right, for next. First game. Let's do this. Alright. There we go. It's good. He just quit, man. Well, who cares? It's a good win. Get it on with the next game. Yep, 4th round was 2nd game. Let's do this. I go first. Oh, good lord. This is not a good set of cards. I'm playing with this. Look at that! Boom, 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 boom. Come on, man. To do this. Got Liliana. I should put my cards a little bit so I can be I'm going out of the line. Alright. Yeah, let's do this.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when you off you go.
Off you go. Oh, look at that.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That was quick. Game 2. We got flashing ones, man. Let's get it on with the next freaking game. Yep. Oh, come on, another mirror. Look at that! That's fucking insulting, man! Really? 3 of these.
A fight? And you think you can win? Sacrifices must be made.
No, I don't have any more creatures are going. Oh, good. That is so good.
Drop it.
Hmm. Submit one.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Doom. Next game, please. Freaking black to black thing, right? Dragon. Good luck. Play with this. I got a lot of creatures. Does it just show up? It's just stuff. Oh, come on! Man. Oh, missing it. Yep. Oh. He's gonna quit. Yeah, he's gonna quit. I can see it from now. Okay. Well, it's a good player. Doesn't quit. I like that. Lifelink. Can't block that. That's quite that. Hopefully, last game against Reptile. Reptile. I go first. Awesome. It's blue. We're cool. Is it permanent? Oh, no, not permanent. Oops. Sorry, process which I see. Try for later.
Distractions. Let's make this quick. Don't overthink things. We all have things we'd rather forget. You won't be outsmarted.
Pretty quiet up here. Hopefully Hopefully doesn't get a really good card so we can move on with the win. I think I'm gonna add a really good land here that can pick up a walker or a creature back. Got to do that. Been a good run for today. I'm gonna end it with that. Something like that. My first video from okay, outro time. All right, it's outro time. So conclusion. The deck is it's pretty good actually. For something that I just cooked up quickly, and I think I'll be rehashing this a little bit. Maybe change Phyrexian Obliterator for something else, and maybe add some lands that can pick up some creatures back, or maybe something like that. But all in all, it's been a good run. It's been a good card deck, and don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna have really few subscribers. Just please support the channel so I can do more of this. And yeah, don't forget to visit my website poeticdustbin.com for all dark arts and anything like that, and also my wife's cooking channel, House of Basil Nuts. We're gonna end this for now for today. Good game to you all, and have a good night, humans. Sayonara.